Okay, unscripted, me to you. All right, Natalie. Now, you're a very smart girl.
Thank you.
And so, now, I think you speak a few languages, is this right? Could you tell us a little bit about them and how you learnt them and why and how many you speak?
Well, the only language I'm comfortable in, as I am in English, is Hebrew, which I was born in Israel, so it was really my first language. But I had to sort of relearn it because I moved at 3, so I went back last year to Israel, restudied to get back to fluency. And then I speak, passable French and some Spanish, and I try and pick up a few words.
Did you picked up a bit of German?
Picked up a little German. You did too, I think. You just
a tiny bit, yeah.
Especially menus are always the first things you learn.
But someone was, I think Maureen was saying to me today, how when you were in Japan recently, you were reading Japanese script. Is this right or not?
I took Japanese in high school, and I haven't used it since. So when I just went to Japan recently for the V press, I was trying to remember, because we learned all the reading and writing, so I was trying to remember, and I was surprised that it actually was still in my head a little bit.
And do you find learning one language makes it much easier?
Absolutely.
To learn?
I think there's something that gets, when you speak 2 languages from the time you're born, there's something in your brain that makes you able to pick stuff up a little easier. It's really exciting to get to talk to people wherever you are.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. All right, from Bill Ralston from New York, New York. You are acting in a play right now, Hedda Gabler. Bam. Do you prefer film or the stage?
Well, it sort of depends on the material, really, and also on who you're working with. I guess any experience can be, positive or negative. Generally, that working in film can help you just to be on stage, and working on stage can help you to kind of find the essence of something on film, and depending on the style of the film, perhaps highlight that just augment that in some way that's not necessarily purely naturalistic. So I find they really help each other.
Oh, I get an unscripted. This is so exciting. Do you find you get different responses with theater and film? I guess it works too in your native Australia and in the United States, and obviously you get responses all around the world. Are there any reliable differences, different places?
With theatre, I haven't done a lot of theatre outside Australia. A little bit. I went to the Charleston Theatre Festival, Spoleto Festival once, and that was an Australian play which was received extremely well there. And this production of Hedda Gabler that we're doing at the moment is an Australian production of a great Norwegian classic. And we had an audience last night, and they were incredibly appreciative. Possibly they were kind of freer in some way than the Sydney audience. So, with film, I don't know. Obviously, the films like The Matrix are kind of big everywhere. So.
Right. But are there different audience habits? I know if you traveled in different parts of the United States, some people will scream out in a movie theater, and other places it's if you cough, people are like, shh.
No, Australia's very, you would have seen films in Australia, it's much sort of quieter and more reserved in a funny way. You wouldn't necessarily think that, but coming to see a movie here, I think it's much more interactive,